Class of 2017, I come before you today to tell you a story with a message. That story is my story. Early on in middle school, I devised a plan that would prepare me for a successful career. The plan was simple in concept, but I anticipated that it would be difficult to execute. It goes as follows. Attend an excellent university and come out with little to no student debt. To achieve this goal, my first step was to succeed in the things that I could impact the most. For me as a middle schooler, this was my performance in my classes. In my very first class that would be my high school transcript, Spanish 1, I received good grades, but I wasn't taking advantage of all the opportunities that were available for me to learn and grow. That summer between my 7th and 8th grade years, I sat down and reevaluated where I was and my aspirations. I came to the conclusion that if I still wanted to reach those aspirations, I'd have to make some changes to my approach of school and what it took to succeed. Ever since the end of my 7th grade year, I've more actively pursued the many educational opportunities and resources available to me as a PISD student and more specifically as an academy student. Fast forward to the beginning of this school year, I had accomplished the next part of my goal, get into that excellent university. I knew that I had an option that was great for me for college that was nearly a sure thing where I could go there and get a degree that was respected by many and come out with not a dime in tuition debt. But I didn't want to go there. I wanted something different. So I set out on an epic journey to find a college that could make my vision a reality. I applied to 21 colleges near and far. I wrote a total of 7,467 words for the 28 application essays I submitted. At this point, you're likely thinking, wow, this guy's nuts. I applied to 6 schools and I thought that was a lot. Well, the thing is, this is something that I really wanted to see happen. So I wanted there to be as many options as possible to get that outstanding offer. At the end of March, all the college admissions were in, and it was clear that even though I hadn't gotten to every school I wanted to, I had some really fantastic options to choose from. And then I came up on the part I knew would be the hardest of all that I had faced before, convincing the parents of where I wanted to go. For one of the most important presentations I'll ever make, I had to prepare like I did for many academy presentations. I called in my spreadsheet skills I learned in 9th grade to create elaborate cost analysis and debt repayment forecasting visuals. I remembered my experiences presenting my ideas during my internship last summer as an intern in the State Farm Corporate Systems Department. Everything I learned and experienced over the past 4 years was important for me to present my choice. While it was not an immediate yes from my parents, because it is hard to turn down a full ride, it was eventually a yes. After all the work I put in since middle school, I can confidently say that I have achieved my initial goal. I'll be attending the number 7th ranked computer engineering program in the nation at the University of Texas. And by my calculations, I'll be able to nix my college debt by age 26. The message of all this, classmates, is that there are things in this world that you will think that don't seem achievable, but you are prepared. As an academy graduate, you have many skills that you may not even know. The reason that is because the person on the left of you and the person on the right of you has those skills as well. The founding norms of the Academy of collaboration, teamwork, and communication are skills that are deeply ingrained in all of us. As you go out into the world, ask each one of you to challenge what is expected of you. Thank you to the facilitators, counselors, administrators, parents, relatives, and of course, the Plano ISD Academy High School class of 2017.